Okay, when you are plotting and working on plot, what is a plot? Well, there's a 7-point plot outline. It's very simple. It's a character in a setting with a problem. That's called your opening. 1, 2, and 3 is your opening. The character tries to solve the problem, fails. 5, 6, 4, 5. Tries to solve. You can have as many of those try-fail cycles as you want. Number 6 is there's a climax to the book, meaning the last impossible try. And then number 7 is a validation, meaning you got to tell the reader the book's over. They do this really well in movies. That's it, 7-point plot outline. It's very simple. Very, very simple. So what makes it original? Your take on it. Characters. Character. That's number 1. Character. Setting with a problem. There's 3 ways right there that you automatically, as a writer, make something original. Your take on characters. Almost all the characters I write in one tiny detail or another, or sometimes not so tiny, like with things like Poker Boy, they're just me. They're just me. My attitude, my flippant worldview, they're just me. And that's what makes it original. It's just me. So characters are what make it original. Characters. That's absolutely critical. I can't even say that enough. Talked about it a lot. If you want to understand this more, depth workshop, character voice workshop, I'll tell you, it's everything. Characters are everything. Setting is everything. Your setting. Now you have your character describe it, and the opinion of the setting through your character's eyes. Well, there can't be anything else like it. It's completely original, and it's your form. Therefore, it's protected under copyright. All right, let's talk about a wonderful little law I mentioned in a lot of workshops called Wilhelm's Law here. Wilhelm's Law, Kate Wilhelm was the one that came up with this, probably at a Clarion, where she and Damon Knight, her husband, taught for a long time. They started Clarion and taught there for a long time, basically teaching beginning writers, even a hint about what it's like to be a professional. Wilhelm's Law is that the first thing you come up with for, what am I going to have my character do? Oh, I'll have him do this. Well, the first thing you come up with is what the reader's going to be way out ahead of you on. You throw that away. You work a little harder. You come up with the second thing. The reader's probably still going to be on top of it with you. You throw that away. You come up with a third alternative. You say, okay, what kind of action could my character do here? The third alternative. You come up with that, and you throw that away. Find the fourth one. That's the one that the readers are not going to be with you on. That's the one that's going to go, what? And completely original. They will not have thought of it. If you do the work and don't shortcut this. Now, I see in assignments, in other workshops when I do Wilhelm's Law, they just make up 4 things. No, you got to actually, it has to be a decision point. It has to be something that is what the character's doing. Do you do this every time? Oh, heavens, no. Because sometimes you want your readers with you. Sometimes you want your readers ahead of your character. It depends on the story you're telling. Totally depends. But Wilhelm's Law can come into effect in all kinds of places. In small decisions in a book, in what to do with the book, how to even approach the book, how to open a book. If you open a book a certain way, you think, oh, I'm going to open this cloning book with 7 clones walking into a room. Well, chances are the readers are going to go, yeah. So come up with the fourth most way, and usually the fourth way is the original way. The problem with Wilhelm's Law is doing it correctly. Number 1, as I said, people just go willy-nilly, just pick up 4 options, and no. You have to give it some. You have to be in a character and giving it some thought. But it is easy to do. It's scary hard to remember to do it. You have to train your subconscious to do it automatically. You just train your subconscious to do it. And when I find myself running into a Wilhelm's Law moment in a story, I always end up going, nah, yeah, not, no, let's go over here. And, and it's because I've trained that so deep that my subconscious, but I always can, if I surface enough in my conscious brain to go, oh, well, that was a Wilhelm's Law moment, where I'm pounding at trying to find the next thing. So again, Wilhelm's Law is find the fourth option. It will be the original one.
and it will be one that you've worked at, and it'll be ahead of the readers. The key is staying ahead of your readers when you want to. But the hardest thing is training this. It's going to take some focus to train it in. It is not the key to originality, but it certainly will help in certain plot situations.